Hello and welcome to the Daily Scripture Podcast. My name is Jerome Lavelle, and I hope that you're having a wonderful day today. Today we will be looking at Matthew chapter 7, verses 6 and 12 through 14. Jesus said to his disciples, "Do not give what is holy to dogs, or throw your pearls before swine, lest they trample them underfoot and turn and tear you to pieces. Do to others whatever you would have them do to you. This is the law and the prophets. Enter through the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the road broad that leads to destruction, and those who enter through it are many. How narrow the gate and constricted the road that leads to life, and those who find it are few." Today in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 7, verses 6 and 12 through 14, we hear Jesus giving 3 instructions to his disciples where, although the teachings are short, the meanings are deep. To me, I hear him speaking to his disciples about 3 themes: preservation, respect, and holiness. First, let's look at preservation. He says, "Do not give what is holy to dogs, or throw your pearls before the swine, lest they trample them underfoot and turn and tear you into pieces." Which to me says, I have given you something very special. That is, knowledge of who I am and my teaching, and it will be your task to preserve it. Preservation. Do not turn over what you know to be true to others who have maybe human objectives. Preserve and profess what you know in all courage. Jesus' second theme was on respect, where he said, "Do unto others whatever you would have them do to you. This is the law and the prophets." Here he's teaching what we call the golden rule, also found in Matthew 7:12. This is very similar in intent to what Jesus identifies as the second greatest commandment when he was asked that, where he said, "Love your neighbor as yourself." This is found in Matthew 22 and Mark 12. All of this is about respecting others, loving others, being in harmony with others. I think Jesus knew that mankind cannot exist without respect. In families, in neighborhoods, in clans, and nations, for where there is no respect, there is no peace, no coexistence. And without peace, man is at war and attending to human instincts, not eternal spiritual ones. Lastly, Jesus teaches on holiness. He says, "Enter through the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the road broad that leads to destruction, and those who enter through it are many. How narrow the gate and constricted the road that leads to life, and those who find it are few." Here I think Jesus is challenging his disciples and those taught by them and us through his words today to stay on that narrow road. In other words, to stay aware and attentive to sin, to be aware of it and to avoid it. Sin separates us from God, and here Jesus is encouraging all to remain in him through our actions and our choices. He is verifying that those choices will not be easy, but encourages us to life with him along that narrow road, through that narrow gate. In today's Gospel from Matthew, Jesus teaches his disciples on preservation, respect, and holiness. 3 things that I will be thinking about in how I live my life today. Thank you for joining the Daily Scripture Podcast. My name is Jerome Lavelle, And remember, our word of the day is preservation, respect, and holiness. Until next time, be well and be blessed.